Mary actually said redemptive truth, no cry a jinkwa. I will see you cry it all down. You remember the cheap one here. When I see within our tribune, I know. The boss so tedious, but watch my yell cry and quite your home chuma. Elder Enoch Ofori Junior, there was that 70 Pentecostal Safano, I was so or no, and I audience and pay brain. Now, Bear was swimming, and Nipan will brave, as I say. The bay pad the song, so mid our hall, and answer with an ecum. Na watching P. Efra wouldn't fit us here. I mean, boss so much as it needs and a boss in as I say. I know that also so shall so take home away and a concron. To defy Isaiah the same come to us a brave beba. We are seeing Israel for one obedient Popochi. I'm a room for Gay Benino, so ban also be Dinya Mechi, now with the Homeda Swa, a brand Yakopati Moya Beno. Bema also so in Yankwa. Christo Yesu Baeno, also be the Homeda. Nemo kwaya na Pharisee for faso di homeda no kyerɛ m sɛ da bi homeda ye papa nti obi wa ho kyerɛ mu homeda na wagye ne nkwa nti no yes a onto homeda sɛ wo kwa asɔre na obi ye pra obi ya da nkwa nkyɛ ya usa no kwa asɔre onyam som ye kwa ɛsa wogye wo ya kro nkwa ɛna Yesu bɛ kyerɛ sɛ do homeda no bi yare a na wasa yare so obi wa mane bi mu a na wayi afine so ɛkɔm do obi na sɛ o ma na duane bi no sɛ asuafo no kɔpo sɛ bro ɛna yɛ sɛ o ma to na Yesu da bi ni penti ne ye homeda nti manipa no mo ho nto no na watimi de homeda ne yie yesu no a ma obekirem sa somafo ni nyina so di homeda na ebinom so adodo no a fase bi ase de obi ono kwa asori kwasia da bia obisa was Yesu usi wiye no eno sorry kwasia da eno nti na ekwa asori kwasia da eno wasem na otwetwe mo kai na okirem se Yesu Kristo obewu no Pharisee-fo no bebusa anse ma yensencheni bi no se me ma monsencheni bia this will do for Jonah the eno. I don't know better say me ya den kwano ana Messiah na mubohu. Jonah di bonsu ni nansa ewiane anajo. Sa na mesumi wu a medi nansa ewiane anajo. No kire mu miehun se so obi kasa no kasa ewiane anajo a na so pese o sese ewia do o hidum yenu anajo do o hidum yenu se no wanya dako. Di so kasa Yesu ufiada anwumre. O so kwesi ada ho mache a na nsa no unya na sama Yesu ada na etrofo. Eho and all cancer could so be a tea and out your chain will be ano. And that's why I cried. Said I can send them because I send espresso and the offer to squares while they crude, send a colleague, not trust a wide share. A book or vocational school or send our school or so can tell you all. I mean, the beer the share so from a pan on chrome, a combo a viat, and I throw suffer a crobatory break, made in a cosoro, a dominion house, maybe you will be able to also be better. But me out on suffer also up here, man. Sabre the CC home, it is some into us all.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Greetings of peace and love in the mighty name of our Messiah. To you all dear viewers.
And she has some quick free young coupon and then the school so yeah, assume at the back near more in
by his grace, he has preserved us and we are duty bound to continue with this work of salvation.
Now I don't see so now I said yes, say no quite
so we are going to continue the message series titled The Sabbath, God's eternal son of rest.
The Bible to us and Pan said the afternoon said Homeda. Da home be Yakopo de many pan home century and no.
You have seen that the Sabbath is valid. And the validity of the Sabbath will not end today nor in the future.
Now you see yourself Homeda no. That's why na say holiday and yet na echana na ebetwam.
And the key phrase that runs through that unites the message is the fact that the Sabbath remains for the people of God.
Na asempa ya asemi tre e wa de sua Yesu nyina so se homeda die aka manyakopon mai.
And so it straddles the Old Testament time, the New Testament times, and the word ahead of us, the new word.
And to homeda no na ho apam da dem etraba pam foforo na wiase foforo e da yenimu.
So recently I've been studying about the resurrection of Christ, which supposedly gives people the permission to alter the day of worship from the 7th to the 1st.
Na saying Yesua eda etoso so ho asem na Yesua Yesu so no sorry e bi no kire say eda Yesu sorry ye no ena mo kwan ma omo esom sa da na sorry.
But I've seen that Christ himself gave his own personal messianic sign that he will be in the heart of the earth or the grave for 3 days and 3 nights, which we can't find between Friday evening and early Sunday morning before sunrise.
Na Yesua so say Yesu so no ma sanche na kire say ono ne agyenkwa no so obedi nansa awiane na do asase yam a so sisi frifia da nwumre ya adoro no ase yesu ye kopim kwasi ada homache a enya saa nansa no.
But the scriptures, Matthew 28 verse 1 in particular, points to the fact that the resurrection occurred late on the Sabbath, in the end of the Sabbath. And from there, counting backwards, takes us to Wednesday before sunset. That is the day of the crucifixion.
Asomafo no some of them try to Matthew 17 do no watwe. Chemu ba ko na o se na homeda no awieye. Ebra ye hyele na otwum de edi kan no mu no. E ma no call da no so na chese Yesu sorry that.
So we have treated this for the previous weeks, and we saw that during that Passion Week there were 2 Sabbaths. We have the yearly Sabbath called the High Day, and also the weekly Sabbath which occurs on a weekly basis.
Na ya se suan so ehun se saa na otwe na Yesu Kristo ewuye mu no nya homeda mienu bi se ne ya wo homeda bi a edi no afia no ye homeda kese ema Israel fo na de wo na otwe mu homeda bia so na otwe bia omudie no.
That's why Mark chapter 16 verse 1 says the woman bought the spices that was used to anoint the body of the Messiah after the Sabbath. And yet if you go to Luke chapter 23 verse 55-56 says that they prepared those spices before the Sabbath. How can you prepare something before it has been bought?
No, to kind Mark sympathy do see chemu ba ko a. Oso mo da de twa mu no, e na ba no koto onuhwam no. So mo siesie e de akosra Yesu amu no. Na wo ba Lucas sympathy do no miensa, chemu adu no nkopem adu no nsia so a. Wo say na ansa na ho da no twa mu no. Na ma no akoto onuhwam no, e na ho da wo ye di nti ade a obi se ho da twa mu no mkotoye. E na obi nso so mo toya ansa na ho da eba.
That difficulty is resolved when you found out that there were 2 Sabbaths that week. So after the yearly Sabbath passed, they bought the spices and they entered the preparation day of the weekly Sabbath, and they used that day to prepare the spices. When they finished the spices, then they entered the weekly Sabbath. So the result is
now so what say na homeda mienu e na wo sa na otwe bo Yesu aseni mu no a de bo say ebra wuye no na ye homeda kese ye afia no de nti ma na ye kum se da homeda no ho hyete na sa na otwe na afia homeda no twa mu no e de di da na chi no e no mkoto onuhwam no no mko siesie ni nyina no mo siesie no ye no na otwe homeda no so ba. So
we read from Matthew chapter 27 verse 62 that the day after the crucifixion was not the weekly Sabbath, so it doesn't even call it the Sabbath, it's called the next day after the preparation. What preparation? The preparation day of the Passover, according to John chapter 19 verse 14. So these have been covered in the previous weeks.
Now so okay, Matthew sabatia do no so chemo do sia mienu ba no a o se na eda edi ahomboabo ada na chi Bible amodi ho se ahosiesie da na chi da no na ye homeda na kire se edahunu bi bae sa hombobo ada na chi ya eno na kire mpefe mi ehunu se homeda no na e yahodo mienu.
So throughout the writings of the New Testament, there's that continual recognition of the 7th day as still the Sabbath. It's still called Sabbath. Even you look, it was written some 30 years after the death and ascension, resurrection, ascension of the Messiah.
Eno ntia pa fufuro mu nyina no na otwe de tosonso ye homeda no oda supo din se ye homeda. Na okay Lucas sempana Luka no ye ngoma bi a Yesu wu ye okosoro be mfihia aduasa kra ansa na ye betwro enso no wada so a di homeda nti oka homeda ho ase. And
this recognition continues right into the book of Acts when the apostles take the gospel to the nations.
Na sa homeda no gi a omugi tumu no eto aso aba asomafo nyuma no mu ebra omde asempa no ko amamemo.
So it's accepted as a matter of fact. There's no dispute, there's no question about the fact that the 7th day, the Sabbath. So when the apostles went to the Gentile nations to preach the gospel of Christ, every Sabbath day was observed by them.
Na sabran de na chinye bia ni ho se homeda ye de tosonso na di so nti asomafo ne sempa no kwa amamemo no na otwumi de tosonso homeda no a na no mdi so.
So that was where we reached last week. And began
and baby na otwetwa mu yedru ye
looking out, it's tracing the steps of particular apostle Paul and Barnabas as they take the gospel to the Gentile nations outside of Israel and Jerusalem.
I honey do now twetwa mu say ebra asomafo Paul and Barnabas ya omde asempa no call wiase amama ya aka munye Israel fo mu no na ye hwe o mana ma se be bia na o mko no na homeda no som ana se da foforo bi.
By this time the power of evangelism, the Pentecostal power had fallen upon the church, and the mandate from heaven had been given to the church to go to all nations and preach the gospel in the power of the risen Messiah.
Na sabre no na onkroko na hwie gu Kristo asafo no so. Te wode tumi na mo afa de omko kanse mpa no amama mu Yesu Kristo tumi mu.
And Acts 13 we read that the Holy Ghost consecrated Paul and Barnabas for the work of evangelism in the Gentile lands.
Na ye kan asomafo nyuma ti du miensa. Bible says onkroko no yi Paul and Barnabas man say omko kanse mpa no amama mu.
They set off immediately. They entered the synagogue on a Sabbath day in the city of Antioch in Pisidia.
Na ebra omo say so omko kanse mpa no omko okro bi e fe no Antioch ana Antiochia ewo Pisidia. Homeda no omko hye omko
Acts 30 verse 40.
Asomafo nyuma ti du miensa chemudu na ho.
And their message made impact, and so there was an appeal for them for the message to be preached to them the next Sabbath.
Na saa homeda na omko Antiochia so dem no omasem omkae no so nipa ne eto omakoma so ti omsre Paul ne Barnabas say homeda foforo dura omsa meka sempa no bio.
If they were indeed first day keepers, they would have told them next day is our Sabbath service or our worship service time. So
na say yekwesi da na ohwe de dika na nanka Antiochia fo no so mo a ka omeka tom say ne ade ache kwesi da eye da ide so ntemu mra ha meka sempa nkire.
But Barnabas and Paul kept the Sabbath appointed because they themselves were Sabbath keepers. And so verse 44, after 30 verse 44, that the next Sabbath almost the whole city came to hear the word of God.
Na esan say Paul ne Barnabas na omso di homeda so ntenuanom sra om say homeda foforo omonsa meka nsempa no o kan asomafo nyuma na atidu miensa na ye wona achimodua na nan na wo say homeda foforo du ye no e ka kuma senka kromu nu nyina be hia so betie o masem.
The next mention of the Sabbath in conjunction with the work of the apostles is in Acts 50. The next mention of the Sabbath Acts 50.
Na homeda no bra o sa ka ho asem bio e wa asomafo nyuma no mu e asomafo nyuma etidu no.
When the gospel preach and reach the Gentile nations, and some people were saying that the Gentile believers in Christ should undergo circumcision.
Na sabre no na no ma kan sempa ne ko wiase amamemu a na jiwfo no bi ha amamemu fo no say amamemu fo ma baye Kristofo no so yetwa obtwetia.
So this matter was brought before the apostles and elders of the church in Jerusalem.
In this moment, this asem we ebeton asomafo no mpanimfo no ene edifo no enim ewo Jerusalem.
So this was the word headquarters of the church.
That we are seeing na sabre no Christosom no na soye ene Jerusalem.
It wasn't outside of Israel, no Jerusalem, not in Rome, not in other
place. Na eni say yo Israel chi baby Rome anase there be Jerusalem ene nyamsum nyina na sewo.
And then the apostle Peter spoke in this, they said that call for circumcision was a yoke their fathers couldn't even bear. It wasn't with reference to God's commandments, not at all.
Na hono na asomafo no e ka say saa twete atwa no de eye kunua omo ajanum kra ntimi aso a na no no na nye Yakobon bra nsem du ho asem kra no ka.
Many people mistake that reference or call to yoke as a reference to God's law.
Na nipa bebre yete so ka se kunua ajanum ntimi aso a no imagine say Yakobon bra ho asem eno ka.
It was the pain of the circumcision being inflicted upon old men.
Na twete atwa no ya se obi nyini nipa nyini wie na be ma wadu ni mpani fi so fe ni atwa ni twete a ya ofamu no eno ho asem na no omoka.
So the apostle Paul and others also spoke, and a consensus was reached.
The asomafo Paul ebe ka de omo ahunu e na asomafo ni nyina agba asem no po.
And the presiding elder at that time was James or Yakub.
Na sabre no na asomafo no hia no to agina omo pani ote adwamu eye James anase Yakubu.
And he said these are the things that you must teach our new converts from the Gentile lands.
Na asemo Yakubu kai say we no ne nsemo a yenko cherekere amamamufo amadane aba Kristo.
And he's saying this, he made reference to the Sabbath.
The bra o ka no e no ka homeda ho asem so.
So that's Acts 50 verse 19 to 21.
Asomafo nyuma ti dunu ti mu dun kro kopmedu no ba.
No, these matters were about the Gentile converts to Christ.
Na asem we die ne fa mamamufo a omadane aba Kristo nchen.
Often hear that the Sabbath is for Jews, but when he is talking about Gentile believers in Christ, he mentions the Sabbath.
Tell me, amanfo ka say homeda de Jew for Israel for ne dem nanso aha no waka de asem a de koma mamamufo no waka homeda ho asem.
So let's read Acts 50 verse 19 to 21. Wherefore, yes, James speaking, wherefore my sentence of ruling is that we trouble not them which from among the Gentiles are turned to God, But that we write unto them that they abstain from pollutions of idols, and from fornication, and from things strangled, and from blood. For Moses of old time have in every city that preach him, being read in the synagogues every Sabbath day. It is the
Yakubu and James or kind say, in the mamma yanko ha ama memo for them, young trankoma on say, one true free a bosom efidie, any edamamo, any more one crow, no fear muja, one few mujango, na mujemu, any mujaho, na canete no. Na Moses ewo nipa omo cheche we da ewo me da share them.
And so let's give them these fundamental lessons, and then as they attend services every Sabbath day in every city, not just Israel, in every Gentile city to which we are writing these lessons to, they will learn more.
It is the okai any say ye the sansem kakra we ya koma wo mo a ama memufo no ko share them homeda bia anye Jerusalem. Ne mama member bi omo homeda bi a mutie nsempa no ombusua cheche no bebre.
So the apostle didn't endorse circumcision.
No nti asowafo no omo anyi hwetetwa antum
as banned upon all Gentile believers.
Say amamemufo abaye Christopher ontwentwetia.
So circumcision should be considered as part of the ceremonial law of Moses.
No nti hwetetwa no ye fa no say eniema ye mo afore body de keke ka ho Moses this see or obi no.
This includes animal sacrifice and also circumcision, which is quite different from obedience to God's spiritual law or commandments.
Na sa mo afore body twetetwa no eno no ye mre bia eni Yakobon bransem du no ayeka no so ne dante mo.
Ceremonial laws have served their purpose in the day of the resurrection of the Messiah.
Na sa mo afore bo emra ne de ebra Yesu wi osore no aye adwuma wie.
But the moral law, the spiritual moral law, that shall not commit adultery, is a reflection of the holy life you must have in the Messiah.
Nemom Yakobon bransem du a kire se eniawu ensawade emokrono de eyemra a kire sampa ye gi Yesu Kristo ne hyehyɛ ndi e pese dedi wo yabra.
So the apostle makes that distinction clear in 1 Corinthians 7 verse 19.
The small for Paul emanded pepe wo Korinto fo ma edi kan etin son chemu don krono.
Circumcision is nothing, and uncircumcision is nothing. It makes no difference whether you are circumcised or not.
Na the o kan say twetiecha anya hwe ena momoto nsuya na che say apanfoforo mu no se etwa tweti o se ntwa tweti o faso bia ni so.
What matters is the keeping of the commandments of God.
Now see the hia ne Yakobon ahyede so die.
So most people they say when the apostles made, they say the law of God had been cancelled, but they say circumcised. Their children and even themselves.
Etienne, enipa bebre ka se Yakobon bra de twam. Enso wo ba be ma no akotwa ntwetia.
But this is unnecessary. What you are not supposed to.
Bible say twetietwa no kra de nkinhia.
But you do it for hygienic reason. That's okay. But you don't confuse it with the ever-abiding law of God. It governs his kingdom.
Na se twetia no utwa ba be metwetia se na pomden na wo ho ba enti afonso bia no nemum e wo se Yakobon bra na eno so e wo se udi so na chesa ampa udi nyame achi na so de adwuma.
So this was laid aside. This was not something that apostles thought that it was obligatory for Gentile believers to keep, but they said they enjoined upon them abstinence from pollutions of idols, from fornication, and from uncleanness and blood.
Enti asomafo no hu se twetietwa de enya de de ko sa mamamufo no kete so omni so dem no kan se amamamufo abe Kristofo no wontwe won fra dwamamo abosoma fidie ene mu a ye hwi omugya nwu na omu wo mugya mu ene emugya ho.
And so this was the teaching we were supposed to follow. For Moses of old time, have in every city, Gentiles that preaching, being read in the synagogues every day. So this was made in connection with the Gentile believers in the Messiah.
The author also can say Moses connected no. Who nipa kru bia mu no. Omo cheche sansem pay da ho me da tina we no waka e de fa agenkwa no ho.
And so the ceremonial law of God was given through Moses. But at the same time, the moral code was also given through him at the same time.
Until Moses, Yakobon de sa mo aforebo ene twetietwa mbra no ma no. Brekro no aso bransem du no ono no koje bae.
So, but there's always a distinction between the ceremonial law, which couldn't justify sinners, because if you sacrifice an animal, that blood of the animal cannot take away your sin.
Nenso say enso so ne kase da mo aforebo mbra no ene bransem du no ntambi say e mo aforebo mbra the Bible say dwante ni mrechiri mu gya no na entimi enyi bone.
So that animal sacrifice law has been replaced with a better substitute, which is the blood of the Messiah.
And until more for the bombrano, we hear free or at the papa pie, yes, Kusumuja Bisianemo.
And the Ten Commandment law remains valid as a living oracle.
And until Ransom Dundia, that's why you must say and quansome ebe pimne.
It was written by Moses, the ceremonial law, and put in a book. Whereas the Ten Commandment law, including the Sabbath, was spoken out of the midst of fire by Yahweh himself. So
near down Temone say, and more for Bombrano, Moses in Yakopo Kache no wadi edubre trek to krata so. Nanso Ransom Dunidie, Yakopo Kache Mose and on wadi ne satroye go abo proso.
Had a reference to chapter 31, verse 24-26, was posted beside the Ark of the Covenant.
Now, so can I do momentia do a Sabbath conoa? A hon watch you say, more for Bombrano, yet the toe. A pamada cano and Ransom to them we had the tone chain.
But it's part of the Ten Commandments. The God of fire descended in fire and spoke out of the midst of the fire burning upon Mount Sinai and wrote with his very finger. Now, some Ransom do dear. Yakopo Tiasifon one is Sane Ija, any we see any Munkumu. And what did not Kai or be Sinai, so no one in Saya Ija a throne. This commandment was put into the ark under the mercy. Yet the toe a pamada canumua. Mpata Edjano is so. I said, Stephen, the evangelist called it the living oracles. If something is living, then it doesn't pass away. Now, I was smart for an answer. I said, Bakene Stephen, a bra pamfu from Wakan Pano, or Frame Ransom do say a and quansem. I dare and quansem with the NHS say income. These are the terms of the new covenant by which you have become the people of God. We any apamfo from say ya and I'm some ya being Yakopoma. Because the same law has been written in our house with the finger of God. Now, some ransom we are no Yakopo and son are trebu Yakumum Sisi. And therefore, all believers are supposed to know him from the least to the greatest. You don't have to be false. And don't you be Sabre dear. Ubi a yidini be so whom yes kusu if you move kumaso. Okay, so you will be in a better yami. But it's come part and parcel we generated from within. Because the Lord written within you. If you nipe biye mu neba bizamrano ya show ya kume. The prophet Ezekiel wrote in Ezekiel 36 verse 26 to 27 that God will take away the stony heart and replace it with the heart of flesh. Odi for Ezekiel trono Ezekiel tell you some in such mo do no sia kwa do sians do no enso say Onyakobo be ebo akoma afiri mu no de honam koma asane mu. He himself will cause us to walk in his laws and statutes. No Onyakobo no ma yetimi anante ne mra ene na hede. Never by might nor by our power. Anya ya hoden ne etumi ne de be ye. Because the spirit of God is living within us and influencing us in the way of godliness. Nenso Onyakobo mu na ti mu no ya e kire de yenye. It's called the royal law of liberty. We ne friend alisidie emra. Preserve in the heavenly tabernacle. I don't know. Yakopo sro ahini mu kra ne ntoma dem no. Right now as we speak. See aye we ransom do eda Yakopo ntoma dem. Verse 11 verse 19, verse 50 verse 5. Okay, Yohana di se me tidu ba ko chimu edun so ne tinum tidun kron tidu ba ko chimu dun kron ene enum no a ne nyina ho. So Christ didn't come to inaugurate a lawless dispensation whereby you can do anything, commit any crime, sin, whatever sin you want to commit. And yes, then so go into salvation. Yes, so I must say, what ahini bi besiwa afi de mra anya dwuma wote asasi so a obetima ye boni bia opebia na chire wasa akonkwaje. So the apostles were not mistaken to say that every Sabbath day we hear words of God from the writings of Moses. In the asma for no man yan so mo ka say homeda bia no Moses san hye Yakopo de ma ye Yakopo mransim do no e bia na kenkan kire. For the Messiah himself said in John chapter 5 verse 46 to 47, if you have to believe in him, then if you are to believe in, then you must believe in Moses, for he wrote of me. But if you believe not his writing, how shall you believe my words? Na ajikwa Yesu so no abae no ka no Yohane sempatinum chemodua na nsia kwa dua na so se mo bitmaji bi dia ene ga se mo ji Moses die na mo anyi Moses ani a ebeda na mo bitmaji bi se me ho nsem no one twoye. And at that time the New Testament had not been compiled. There was no gospel of Luke, Matthew at that time. Na bra Yesu so wakasa asebi a kire Israel for no na panfoforo Matthew, Mark, Luke, John and Troy. And even as they began spreading the gospel in the Gentile lands, the only scripture they knew was what we now call the Old Testament.
Na mpo ebra Yesu wu ye chi a asomafo ne kan senta mamam no sabe ye kasa twere konkon a e yapam dada no nko a.
And all this spoke of Christ and his work of redemption and salvation, his way of righteousness.
Na ni nyina so kasa fa Yesu Kristo ne kwan of aso oje nkwa ne trene ene ne oje adumo.
Therefore the soldiers were instructed to attend services on the Sabbath so that they will know more perfectly the will of God.
Nti amamamufo no o ka kire om se omonko esom enkosom nyame da homeda sebe ya obehuru Nyankopon pe eyi,
and thereby growing grace and knowledge of the Messiah.
Sebe ya obenyi ne wadom ene ya agenkwa Yesu Kristo mu nimdie mu.
And the Apostle James mentioned the Sabbath, the 7th day.
Na somafo Yakubu ebra o kasa no o ka homeda da etosonso ho asem.
And there was no objection. Paul didn't object to, but the Sabbath has been cancelled. Don't mention the Sabbath to the hearing of the Gentiles at all. No.
Na Paul can't James say, ade na aka homeda ho asem amamamfo de homeda nkakura amamo ntiu de.
There was no walkout. There was no protest whatsoever.
Obia sorry entia, obia so antwi afa so ade na say na James akoka homeda ho asem.
On the contrary, verse 22, Acts 50 verse 22 says, it pleased the apostles and elders with the whole church. They were pleased with the ruling of the presiding elder James.
Na mum de ekoba any say o kan asomafo nwati dunu ntwemodu minu a o se asem a Yakubu kan no eso asomafo no ene asuafo no mahia ni nyina ni.
The truth of the matter was that Sabbath keeping was a normal habit of the converted, Jew and Gentile alike. There was no question about whether to attend church or another day.
Na no kure o mu ni say sa pa fufuru mu na asomafo no kan sempa de na homeda so de no obi ene obi anim ekinye bi ani hu say da fufuru bi ho a obi koso.
In fact, they were followers of the Church of God in Judea.
As we read it, say Yakopo asafa na wo Judea no ena na mamemu asafo ni na edi akire.
1 Thessalonians 2 verse 14. In Judea we know that they were Sabbath keepers, so there's no dispute about it.
Character so ka fo ma edi kan etimienu chimudu nine na ho yenim say Judea so de ho na asomafo ni na omo na asafo.
And this was also affirmed by the Holy Ghost. The Holy Spirit himself.
So ehye mo kena.
So we read in verse 28 to 29, Acts 50 28 to 29, and it seemed good to the Holy Ghost for the Jerusalem church to instruct the Gentile believers in the way of righteousness and holiness.
Na ye kan asomafo ni matiduru mchemadu no wachikopedu no nkron no a o se eso nkron so ani e wo sa ye asomafo ni yese yemfa nkoma mamamufo no,
and that they were also to learn more on the Sabbath.
Say omunsua nhyehyɛ no bebre homeda no.
But to this day, how many churches have followed these instructions of the apostles, the first century apostles, who were the immediate disciples of Christ?
Na ebusa say bepem ne asori bodo sen ena sesi a asomafo di kan o mreye asafo no abakan no edi o mana monchi.
All churches have rejected this instructions. Just seem good to the Holy Spirit.
Asafo bebre na sa nhye ya Yakubu mutranse o mhyehyɛ no ye so nkronkron ni nipa bebre apo.
Now fornication is rampant in many churches.
You say adwamamo atia sete wasafo bebre mu.
Not to mention the consumption of the meats of strangled animals.
Ne mum say na eno kra da nchen a emo a ye ntwe omuti a na wo hwe omugya ngu a ye wuye de na nipa wo ne se bibi no. Abofo no.
They will chase after it in the middle of the road and consume.
Say aboa no ka na bo no say fidie bi ne yi no a ye hwe omugya ngu no omuguso no.
It's not even hygienic.
So the bikra ya na honte.
Medically, it's not fit for you to eat an animal that has died without you knowing the condition under which it was killed or died.
So kwa pomdi mu a abo a wowu a unim kwan e fa so ku no ene kwan onam so wuye nkwa ya na enye se obewe.
Also supposed to avoid the pollutions of idols.
Afi so saka chom say abosom afidie ade a abosom gu hu fi ni so omudi.
So if the churches have rejected these truths that the apostles emphasize and make sure that the Gentiles were taught, what is missing? What is missing in the current churches?
Enti say sa ncheche we asomafo no eji tu dwa say eno na asafo bia na omfa nya adwuma no setisa de ani busa say ne asori abai de na atosini wo mu.
Because as a great instruction they told them something. Every Sabbath day, make sure that you attend services. But now most churches don't attend service.
If you say bra ya bu kire ne ma mamamufo no nye no no ka say homeda bia ya kire o hia dem monko nanso ne nipa bebre nya nsa.
Regardless of this forthright information from Acts 50, some people say that the apostles or these early disciples visited synagogues on the Sabbath day just to get people to hear the message.
The binomo can say cheche mo amenyina da nche de mo kan say o asomafo no mo ko hia dem homeda Sebe ya obenye nipa na omaka Yesu Kristo ho asempa kire wo.
As if they could only preach on Saturdays or 7 days.
We abeka say homeda no twemu a omuntumi nka asempa da bia mu menye yi.
But the next mention of the Sabbath is in Acts chapter 16 verse 13 to 14.
Na homeda no asomafo no yuma ba bi osaka ho asem bio eye asomafo meti dunsia ichemu dumiensa ekopim dunsia.
They visited the city of Philippi and there was no synagogue, but they say found it hard to observe the Sabbath.
Na asomafo Paul no omukọ kuro bi efre no Philippi. Sa kuro no na asoda bia ni ho nanso duru homeda no say so omukosom homeda.
And on the Sabbath day we went out to the city by a riverside where prayer was wont to be made. We sat down and spoke unto the woman which resorted hither.
Na okay asomafo yumeti dunsia chimudu miensa na wo se na du homeda no yefiri kuro no ko asuo ho ba bia yesusu se ye sori wo ho ne yetra ase no e kasa kire mma na omabehia ho no.
And these were not Jews, they were Gentiles. And a certain woman named Lydia, a seller of purple in the city of Thyatira, which worshipped God, heard us, whose had the Lord opened, and attended unto the things which were spoken of Paul.
Now I see one free chrono call suo ne ho no. Kai say Philippi ne nye Israel fo na Jewfo mu e yamama mu kro. Na ho no mo kan say ba be fe Lydia. Asem no mo kan ne to na koma pro so ma otie.
And so there was no meeting place. There was no synagogue in the city of Philippi. Yet they wouldn't miss the Sabbath observance.
Na cheno so say Philippi ho no a Paul mo koye no na hia da bia ni ho me kwa akosom wom. Na so du homeda no omkudi homeda no
so. They couldn't stop themselves from having God's Sabbath because it was their habit. It was something they did.
Na so almost every week I say homeda du omune so fi say ye omusuban e ade ada bia omoye.
And it's exactly the same message that we hear in Acts chapter 17. His manner was to observe God's Sabbath.
Some prayer, okay, so after my 2 do so. Which is Paul, not say the idea oye da homeda.
And which you see, the Greek city of Thessalonica, a Gentile city.
And also here no kodi homeda. Greek folk create in Thessalonica.
So read Acts 17 verse 1 to 2.
As my for do so chemu ba ko ne mienu.
When they had passed through Amphipolis and Apollonia, they came to Thessalonica, where was a synagogue of the Jews. And Paul, as his manner was, went into them, and 3 Sabbath days reasoned with them out of the scriptures.
Now I was say omo tra krobi ode Amphipolis and Apollonia. And omo ba krobi e friend Thessalonica, e hodie na Jewfo hia da bi na Paul said the otaye na mane etie no. Homeda no okohia dem ko kire.
As his manner was, just as Christ's custom was to observe God's Sabbath in Luke 4 verse 16.
Na said the otaye okan Lucas 9 chemudunsia. Was see Jesus Christ so said the oye da na homeda bi okohia dem.
And so Paul was a true follower of the Messiah, and therefore he wrote in 1 Corinthians 11 verse 1, say, be followers of me as I also learned of Christ.
Now Paul, you be a no di Jesus Christ so cheaper, to try no Koronto for my dikai. It do back, which you back, because some of you share me, said I'm here, Christ Susiano. 1
2 verse 6 says, you must walk as he walked, you must live the same life, live the same life of faith and obedience that he also lived.
As you hand my dikai. Itimi no chemu nsia no wose ye nante said the Jesus Christ nante Jesus Christ abra boten ni na ase di so.
So he followed Christ in his Sabbath keeping habit.
The Paul so said the Jesus no di homeda na also be di bi.
The next stop is in Acts chapter 18. And Paul is still on his tour and evangelizing the nations.
Now Paul ebra na kwantu mo kan sempa no baby osaye ko di homeda bi o asomafo nyuma eti edumotwe. So
Acts chapter 18 verse 4. And he reasoned in the synagogue every Sabbath and persuaded the Jews and the Greeks.
Okay, small for you, my children watch Chibu Nina. O say na da homeda. O kan sempa wo hia dem e ma Juda for any hela for GD.
The apostle Paul stayed in this city of Corinth a year and a half. And so he kept the Sabbath 1 year 6 months in a stretch.
Na sa krono Paul tnem Corinth krono wo tremu afenefa. Yes, I finish no da homeda, odi homeda.
If we work the math, it will give us 78 Sabbaths in a row.
Na so sese a, this is a Paul di homeda mako be do son wotwe e Korinto.
And on each one of them he kept the Sabbath. When some Jews disagree with him.
Na emuda bia no na odi homeda, wo say na Greek phone be ne nya adwen.
How do you know? Because all the preceding 6 days of the week he was engaged in another occupation, which was tent making.
Na dia na edi hunu efi se de kan ha ne chese da homeda no ko sia dem na nansia na aka no wo kan ho aswafo tim du motwe na o se na Paul no ye adwuma bi no onwene ntomadan.
So that's Acts chapter 18 verse 1 to 3. Now this is Paul departed from Athens and came to Corinth, and found a certain Jew named Aquila, born in Pontus, lately came from Italy with his wife Priscilla, because that Claudius had commanded all Jews to depart from Rome, and came unto them. And because he was of the same craft, he abode with them, and worked for the occupation. For by the occupation, they were tent makers.
Now, okay, as well for me to do what China, Chibu back from me and Sano. Also, Paul free Athens, and Oba could be a friend of Corinth and Coronto. No could you be a friend of Aquila, and Chay Aquila and any Priscilla, and a netiho. Is that said, now Claudio, Hina Udi, Sa or minus owners, say, Jew for you name Finimum Contino. Send the pay Aquatra Coronto. Nessa so no more do my back Contino. What now, Monchevi say. Na omo ye ntomanyuno for.
So when they occupied in the work of tent making all the six days of the work, every Sabbath day he went to a synagogue and preached Christ.
And until sad Brenna Paul Cotta Priscilla ne Aquila ncheno. And then see ane de omo ntoma na no omo nyuna. Name was see drew me da. Na Paul akwishia de mako cancer.
Nothing is mentioned about Sunday or the rest of the days, but the Sabbath. But what you hear is that he was occupied in the work of tent making. And if the Sabbath day is in the synagogue, it means that the 6 days, apart from the Sabbath, is used to make the tents.
Na so okay ha, wa mo ba bia din se bia, na otwe de edika na akwasi ada. Okwa asori. Nemo se Paul onwe ntoma. Nemo du medade a na okosia dem akokanse pa. Na chese nansia na aka ni nyina no, ne ntoma na ode nwino.
Sunday is not mentioned, so he did nothing special other than engage in the work of tent making.
Wa mo kwasi da di ha, nti du kwasi da na onye bibia se ne ntoma na onwene na no guso oye.
And Apostle Paul in scripture he says, no matter Sabbath to keep it holy, say this, thou shalt labor in your tent making. The 7th day is a Sabbath of the Lord.
The last one for Paul him say, Bible say ka home da na nkronkron ne den sia ne de fire wadwuma nyina nti sa na no no e no de nwene ne ntoma.
We also read in Ezekiel chapter 46 verse 1. He mentioned the 6 working days, which is distinct from the 7th day, called the Sabbath rest of God.
Now, as I kind of Ezekiel, when tell you an instant, you move back, which you say, your dance, yeah, and the year died, the Juma, yes, son, could free there to so night the home.
I moved to Acts 20, and there's one mention of the first day. People sit up on it. Yes, this is the Christian day of worship. Is that so? Now,
the air came now, see a come home that there to so na Paul Cosome. Now, but as my for you, a tear do no. A horn bought now what you did the kind of back of pet. Now, Sabbath no body in them say, ha, oh, now what you did the kind of not smart for this for me.
So let's read the scripture. If we have the time, we exhaust it next week.
Me advance as an ebenya brepa chechemie.
Acts 20 verse 6, and we said, away from Philippi after the days of unleavened bread, and came to Troas in 5 days, where we abode 7 days. And upon the first day of the week, when the disciples came together to break bread, Paul preached unto them, ready to depart on the morrow, and continue his speech until midnight.
Now say asomafo ne nam no ano, omu free twemu di twemu afase na se piti na nwie ye no, omu di poso action fresa e na oma be pie krofoforo so. Na otwemu da edi kan no mu hia se omu bubu pa no. Paul to aso kasa ya kopem anadwo de service ade eche a obekọ.
And verse 8, and there were many lies in the upper chamber, where they were gathered together.
Now see abrosan so baby ana Paul ne asomafo ne hia no, ne aso nka ne apie ho.
And as Paul preached, we continued from there. The young man fell through the window and was presumed to be dead, but God's power working Paul raised up from the dead.
Na yeto aso se na branti be tempoma mu a Paul kasa na ya anadwo ntia se no oda no free mpoma be hwe fom.
So it is
it
the scene of a Sunday morning service?
Na yebusa se asem wasi wa asomafo nyuma etia duonchemu nsia ne so aye kan. Ayakwasiala no paso ho asem na Paul ka.
That is describe Sunday morning service.
Kwasiala no paso ho asem pa na no kan.
If you think so, then you are very ignorant of the scriptures.
Se sa no adwen your dia na wonim twa kronkron no.
Because in the Bible, a day doesn't begin at 12 midnight, no in the morning, but at sunset.
Ebi se twa kronkron no, e da bia en sha ase anadwo da suom ana ahomachene mum. Onyuno dwo na wia kota na yase da fofra.
So the first day of the week there, which is we now call Sunday, it's not Sunday morning, but it's what we now call Saturday evening.
Eno nti aha no a Paul o kase na otwum de edi kan no. Enye kwasiada no pa se de ya adwen ye no. Nemo ye memenda nadwo ana memenda nwumre na wia koto no. Sa bre no ye si kwasiada ho na Paul.
So for the evidence,
o kase mi.
Picture yourself in the room where the Apostle Paul and the disciples were gathered together. And look outside the window, it's darkness all around. But inside the room, there are lights.
Now, the Sabaya Batiasiano, Kaisa test will be a swap for you, my tea, Eduno, Chimunsian and Sono. Sir Paul Casatra woman, not a bonti when you know you soon. And a banso down on Monsieur Yason Cania, or say now to the decay, breve. The
money lies in that apartment because it was evening.
Na nan Cania be brave or them of his anajo.
It's night time.
Anajo.
And he spoke with them until 12 midnight. So the people worship from Sunday morning until 12 midnight, and then they close.
Now, Paul, how see what Casaya of man, I do the same thing. Busano say, one more class or Cosia no panel. Almost some work of man, I do the same thing. Paul, no more class or Cosia no pa. And what Casaya of man, I do me.
So this is your model for Sunday church service. Then when you go, mustn't close until 12 midnight or thereabouts.
There's a way and a original saw at the sun Cosia there. And there's a class or Cosia no pa. Also, Tinamoa, Copim, and I do the same. But
properly speaking, biblical speaking is Thursday, Sunday, because in the Bible, the evening and the morning were there. Thursday, Genesis 1 verse 5.
Bible quite so no. Cosia no shall our meaning that najo. So say na dear sign, na dear chain that I kind no.
So in today's English version, it's very clear. Also in the Jewish New Testament, it's clear. Also in New English Bible, let's read. On Saturday evening, we gathered for the fellowship meal. Paul spoke to the people and kept on speaking until midnight, since he was going to leave the next day.
Now, so kind of conconi or who say Bible you will be King James and the way they friend today's English version. Which church say they kind of your Bible said out the kind of. So Bible say Meminda and Mere. And Umushia say Obu Pan on a poor Casaya of manager. So
they had already observed the Sabbath, and because we were ready to depart, he was giving them his farewell speech. If you continue on to verses 25-29, those churches wouldn't see him face again.
This all kind of year. Now no mas some Homeda. To Homeda that we are cotono. I dear chair Paul Beko. Dear see now what you did decay. Never so I dear chair call who be on Tino. And or twice so I do not Casaya copying the assume.
Some also see communion there, breaking bread. It's a common expression.
Now the also
of a meal.
If you don't so who said now what you did decay, boo pan no. If you don't say you're ready, there's some tisa if you say, not a idea be a suafun share, a dear new be our already. Want to be so many.
Even in the ship, when was going to Rome, and there was a storm, they met a storm, the people refused to eat, and he broke bread. So the Roman sailors and soldiers who were guarding were they also Christians, and they were sharing the communion.
They didn't call room. Norman Poswa so chain bomb, Sushel Mutimono. Nani pan said the airben to munidi. Our portion grass woman the whole who boo panel. It was a soldier fan on the poor Namu boo panel, so no dear radiity.
Also, after 20, verse 11, he broke bread again. So they partook the Lord's Supper twice during one single night.
Those are cast off with Matia in Chimundu Bacona. Or Saka some say boo panel. You never say, Sana do back on radiated didn't go me in Prino. So
it was an occasion used by the Apostle Paul to give them a final speech because they won't see him again.
In the brow, small for Paul. Now so de nkran semo a etwa to kora de ma ofisi okwa omuhunu bio.
In verse 30 we learned that his companions went ahead of him so that he also go by land to meet them in the ship.
Now okay chemu du miensa o kire mu se omo ana Paul no mu tu kwa ahomache no omo di kan eja no se be ya de che ono so ba asase so akohia so omo nam eposo.
And so when the sun rose Sunday morning, Paul didn't use that Sunday morning for any church service, but he went on a journey nearly 20 miles in length to join them at a place called Assos, where he boarded the ship.
Na adeche anopa Paul kasa na jude siumu na adeche anopa no Paul nante asase so kwansi ni be ye duonu eho no okohia omo di kan gya ro no nam na omo de omofa asohyen no e no okohia mo skuru bi efe na Assos na oso kofro asohyen ni bi.
And so there's nothing about Sunday morning service here, because when the sun rose on Sunday morning, after he has spoken up to 12 midnight, he used that daylight Sunday to go on a trek covering 19.5 miles from Troas to Assos.
And until on ka kwesiada som bia ho asem say ade chia na kwesiada homache no Paul nante kwesidi be dun kro ne fa ekopie kro be fen Assos.
What you find is that if you put all the Sabbaths the apostles observe in the various Gentile lands, you get 84 Sabbaths and one mention of Sunday, which is not even Sunday morning, but Saturday evening.
Na so ka asomafo nyuma eti baako woka na wie ya obo homeda din homeda som din maako aduowotwe nan na obo kwasiada no so din baako a onkasa kwasiada no pom kwa asore nemo memenda nadwo a esi kwasiada mu na Paul konti wona anuan mo wugya ho no ehia.
It's not talk about Sunday being customary for the believers to observe, just one mention of it.
Asomafo nyuma no be bie ni woka se na asomafo no hia kwasiada de som that baako no bo na otwe de edikan.
So those who follow sports, the score is 84 Sabbath versus one Sunday meeting.
The boy amudi ball achi no homeda no enya de otwe baako na kwasiada nya baako wa asomafo no nyuma wokan buku ni nyina.
And that is Saturday evening. That's not Sunday morning.
Memende nwumre ya esi kwasiada mu.
And so we pause here. Next we're going to continue this message. We're going to cover Romans chapter 14, Colossians and others, and we're going to hit the history of the Sabbath and Sunday.
Na irebesia ya do adasene ye beto aso na ya ko Roman forma etidu 9 Colossians forma etimienu chemudu 9 dunsia ene de keke ka ho amanfo de busubusa homeda ho nsem bebre no nanu ya damase obi bia oso nya kwan na ohwe adwumadi ebie se de ye kada no 7-day Pentecostal Assembly se wosre so Enoch Ofori Junior ena oguso a church nsembun wosi hu no so ne eda ceremonial law embra a kire se wo ba de toso nwotwe no be man twentwetia na afibia fabo akoba afore na fa pata abone no ne ntimi nyibo ne gina ho a etwen Kristo ba ya na twam ti Kristo abai de Korinto fo edika etin son chimudo nko se twetie twa nyehwe ono to yenwe ne mo Nyakopa asede so di ne hia na je se twetie twa ne ye twam so Nyakopa asede so di asede ba ya eno ne mransim du no nti na wa kira me hu se as of the apostles asomafo na de nyame asem kwa amamem se free Acts chapter 1 okay Acts chapter 28 ye bo homeda din aduo wotwe nan na e bo kwasiada so din ba kwa so kwasiada Bible wanka no ho se omde kwa asore wose ye hia se ewu pa no Paul kasa kosi dasium na ye kwasiada nadwo eda no so hia se memenda nadwo a nye sa ada na wo mo kwa asore kwasiada no omde ko idi asomafo no kura no se na omo na mama mu kwasiada na no omo soma ka wo beka asomafo nyuma no omo se de edi kan ye kwa asore de edi kan so omo de oside na omo de bia Paul no omo hia omo da we ye konsuo ho krokura asoro da ni omo de do a na Paul ko nsuo ho so okosom omo ayenti we na se ye ni hu se omo da nse de na Awurade akwa aka no wo kan adisem wo makra ti du ba ko chebudo nkra wo se ye bie Nyankopɔn asoro da wo heaven no na pamada ka maransem du no dem ho ti maransem du da heaven a se nyama wa se de sua sa Isaiah 66 verse 24 say yakɔ heaven a homeda ne yekodi so no enokre se wo pese wote ase anwoma yi wunya bia wo question bia wo bisa bia ni nyina wo sa anwoma yi a Awurade akwa nam so ene eche nti fa telephone number se wo screen so no 0244235015 0244235015 na fe 0207499993